I know that's not a cool Union Jack. That's just normal, eh? Okay, I'm not sure how long the battery will last, but let's just have a go. So first things first, massive thank you to my new subscribers, to my old subscribers, to everyone for their support, for their comments, your beautiful kind words. They've meant a lot to me, and I've given a lot of thought to how I want to be on my channel sometimes. I cannot promise to be anything other than myself. And I've said before as well, you know, we're all full of small contradictions. You know, I don't think we can help that being brought up in this world, you understand? I just wanted to address a couple of things. And I'm forgetting already. But first of all is, are we the carpet people? Does anybody know what that is, the carpet people? It's a novel by Terry Pratchett, his first novel that he had published. And it's as it states, inside of a carpet, on the size of a pinhead, is a whole civilization. They're called the carpet people. To me, this is what the infinite plane is. On this vast infinite plane that just goes on forever. Is that what you're saying we are? We're just the carpet people, this tiny little pinprick. My battery's dying already. There is something up with the author Terry Pratchett. I think we need to try and get some Terry Pratchett fans over here to tell us more about some of the ideas within that man's books. I'd like to try and spell a couple of things out for you, but gosh, it's hard sometimes. And yes, I worry very much that people do not want to hear the truth. If anyone watched my little flower video, I don't know if you might have noticed there were some bugs dancing around for about a minute and a half, about a minute maybe, on some white flowers. And at a certain point they go underneath the leaf, and I wondered, you know, yes, one falls off. But on a larger scale, when these bugs crawl underneath things, do they notice that they're going underneath? What if the earth, the world, is a leaf of sorts, and it grows, and it dies and grows again? Think of the swirl of energy that is you, both your flesh and your blood, the breath in your lungs, and the energy that makes up your core essence, your being. I think the earth is like that. It is a mixture of all these things existing in many states at once, and it is kind of like that quantum effect where it needs to be observed to be doing something along them lines. Oh, it's so hard to explain. And it's something along the lines of the simulation theory, layers, hyperbolic layers. I see in my my geometry patterns the flame shaped, aren't you? There are two distinct shapes. There is a three-sided triangle, inverted edges, concave edges, and then there is an eye, an oval, two 1/6 of the circle. Now I wonder to myself if it looks like this. It looks like a flame. Can't get it very well, but imagine we live around the outside of that, and we have no access to the top point or the bottom point. So all we can ever explore is this outer edge around here. This is why in almost all cases it appears to be a sphere. Now even if you say these pointy bits, if they were to collapse and drop inside, you'd end up with a donut. But when you pull them out straight, you end up with the flame shape, the eye shape. It's kind of like this. Are you your mother's egg, or are you your father's sperm? Are you a single being? Are you two beings that have become one? We do not say a rock is alive, but what if the earth is both rock and tree and breath and energy? You understand? For it all to have began, if there wasn't a sperm and an egg, it was those 2 points of that flame touching in the centre, creating an electrical spark, creating sound and light and motion. Let's not get run over. I wonder if you can see the beautiful Chinese ornaments in this garden. I can't stop though. What is going on? Papers, please. I did stop and start that just in case. When it stops mid-battery, I sometimes lose what I was the whole video. So I'll try and carry on, and I don't mind losing this last bit. But just in case, thanks everyone again. I did do a little rant video, but I don't know if I'll put that one up. But it was essentially saying, I do look at these things, I do think about these things, I do concern myself with these things, but not for long. You understand? Excuse my heavy breathing and my unfitness. I should give up smoking, should I not? The ideas we're all exploring and people think they're coming up with on their own, I'm afraid not. I've been talking to Yorkshire Lash Tracy about anime cartoons, and I wish more of you would go and look at some anime cartoons. I'm watching one now when children chase lost voices, and only one spoiler, it involves Agarta. Inverted is another one. I'll tell you what this is about, I will spoil it. So So let me say that if you've heard of the film recently, I think it was 2008, 2012, something around then, Kirsten Dunst, Upside Down. Has anybody ever heard of The Borrowers? Well, there's even borrower anime cartoons. So many ideas have been explored in anime, from steampunk lifestyles to imagined pasts and imagined futures, and their ideas are fascinating. Put Disney to shame in my eyes, and they need no promotion. I think someone was presented with the best guest, and they ran away with it. This system was built up so that there would come a time when you would be able to tell those who look into things from those who don't, those who know things to those who just claim it. It could all still go so very wrong. Maybe it is going wrong. And don't get me wrong, I know I say this stuff a lot. I'm not saying there's not bad people doing bad things. Oh, I know there are. But like Mr. Savile, I think they was allowed to a certain degree. You understand? To hold a secret back as long as possible. So when it was revealed, people would go, "Oh my days," and sit up and finally do something for themselves. No more looking to heroes, no more looking to government, but rather those that would represent it, those that would represent you and us and all of us, everywhere. To be able to be grown up enough to make an adult decision about these things, rather than just listening to a voice of God, a voice of brainwashing. Let me see if I can get my last piece in before the time runs out. MKUltra, explosions. Rockets to the moon, explosions. World War II, explosions. Hiroshima, and explosions. And 9/11. Trauma-based mind control. Our battery will die, and I will leave it there. Happy thinking, people. Peace and luck. This is what we have to contend with. Slap in my face 100,000 times in one video. And he has, what is that? 863,000 views 2 days ago. So what should I do? Slap in my flat earth face? 100,001?